I'm John Duke Lippincott, Johnny Duke of the band Johnny Duke and the Aces, on lead guitar and vocals.
My name is Parrish Warrington, and I play the guitar and sing background vocals.
My name's Cam Tyler. I play drums for Johnny Duke and the Aces.
I'm Ian Walsh, and I play bass in Johnny Duke and the Aces.
Really got to start off by saying Jimi Hendrix, you know, one of the best guitar players ever to walk the face of the earth.
The Beatles, together and individually.
B.B. King, David Bromberg, Chris Kane.
I got to meet Josh Freese out in LA last time, and he's pretty big inspiration of mine.
Guys like Muddy Waters and Lionel Hopkins.
My dad, he was a guitarist in the band Vinyl Shackly, who's locally around Delaware.
John, our lead guitarist, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Started getting into more jazzy stuff, like guys like Wes Montgomery, Robben Ford.
Other ones include John Blackwell. I got to see him out in New York.
And some 90s bands, such as Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam.
Figured out that Hendrix, his roots are in the blues, so I'd go down to visit my dad in Mississippi and sit in with some old blues guys, Willie King, Terry Harmonica Bean, just to name a few, all the Delta blues cats.
Like you know she should.
I ran into Cam Tyler, the drummer, first. My school band from middle school called the Jammers were playing at this little party. So Cam came up, I already played the drums, and he sat in with us for a couple songs. And about a year later, after my other drummer, he actually passed away in a car accident, I just kept on thinking about Cam Tyler on drums, so I called him up and we got together and just fit together real well and formed Johnny Duke and the Aces.
I met John at a little private party, and we kind of met and started jamming together, and then we got back together like about 2 years later. I was only in 8th grade at the time, and we started playing together when I was around 14 or 15, and we've been jamming ever since. It's really fun.
You know, I started out as a guitar player like every other string player, and I wanted to be in a gigging band, and Johnny and Cam had just fired their last bass player, and my dad was just like, man, you want to get in a gigging band, then you got to start playing bass for these guys. I was more into like the harder stuff, and then I just eased into it, and now I love it. You know, everything comes from the blues.
I'm the newest addition to the band. I met John, Johnny Duke. I go to school with him, and you know, I heard Johnny Duke was the guitar player in Delaware, and I went and met him, and we started playing together, and he started inviting me out to play with his band, and eventually they gave me an invite, and now I'm here.
I got interested in the blues actually through Johnny. He kind of started the band, and he really had a vision about what he wanted about the blues, like a blues trio or quartet, and he started getting me into it. I didn't really warm up to it at first, but gradually I started getting into the blues, and now I listen to it all the time. It's really, really great form of music.
I got into the blues slowly when I hooked up with Johnny and Cam. You know, they're a blues band, and I just eased my way into it, and I just fell in love with it.
I co-wrote Don't Feel Too Good. John is the one that writes most of it. I helped out a little, but I do write some little things.
I'm usually the songwriter of the band, but a new album where it's a little more collective. Ian Walsh, the bass player, he wrote a song on the track and kind of co-wrote a song called Taillights. He came up with the theme Taillights for it.
Thank you.